Give me your time and all of your attention. Oh, guys. Welcome for those of you watching live or on replay. But that was, of course, the instrumental for a recent custom song entitled Love Me Like a Boy Band. And I went full boy band with the production on that one, if you can't tell. And I'll give you 100 guesses as to what sound qualifies a song as a boy band, or specifically Max Martin. So Britney Spears kind of qualifies as well. It's the triangle. Oh, let's cut you off the pass. The triangle in the chorus is what makes it happen. And I pointed this out to a friend recently, and he said he was at a restaurant recently, and he heard the Britney Spears song come on, and all he could hear was the damn triangle. So anyway, I'm Tony Lucca. This is the Mover Lounge Sessions, the custom song showcase. Like I said in all my promotional posts, I've been talking to you guys about these custom songs. I started writing custom songs 20 years ago, no, 23 years ago. One of the first custom songs I wrote was for, this is highly ironic, and I don't mean to paint a negative picture about the impact of my custom songs, but I was crushed to hear that Kevin Costner and his wife were splitting up and parting ways, because I actually wrote a custom song for Christine, his wife, to give to him as a present, and that song sealed the deal, and he proposed to her, and they then got married. So I felt like I had a part in their story, and I was cheering them on all these years, and then nope, didn't happen. So I was really bummed about that, but do not be discouraged if you should order a custom song. Your fate does not have to be the same as Kevin Costner and his wife. But I couldn't resist. But that was, in fact, like the first custom song. It gave me specific things she wanted me to write about. I wrote about them. And 23 years later, I'm still doing it. I really got into it after my first Kickstarter campaign back in, 2014. Made to Shine was the album that followed that. Now I did another one, obviously, and How Happy It Feels was the new album that came out with all the custom songs from my second Kickstarter record. And then I was like, you know what? This shouldn't just be a Kickstarter thing. This should be what I do. This is something I should just do, because I enjoy doing it so much. I really do. And being here in Nashville for the last 6-7 years, like pounding the pavement as a songwriter, those muscles get really efficient. And so writing songs isn't as much of a struggle for me as it was back in the day. So why not just, have some fun with it? So tonight I'm going to play you guys all custom songs. I'll try not to get too long-winded into the stories behind these, because obviously every one of these entailed a Zoom consultation that lasted at least an hour. And there are a lot of the morsels that go into those sorts of things. So, but I'm going to start with this one because this one seemingly feels like the most like a Tony Lucca song to me somehow. I recorded the song once I wrote it, and presented it to my dear friend Barbara, who it was for, her and her husband, and they just loved it so much that they went and got it cut to vinyl, and they sent me a 45 of this on vinyl, and I just was like blown over. I posted it on social media the day, you probably saw it. Anyway, I've played this one out quite a bit now, and I just really dig it. It's called Let It Play. We're going to kick things off with what I feel is a classic. Feels like a classic already. Here we go. Every now and again, read the letter that you left me. I keep it in a drawer by the side of my bed. I still hear the sound of your voice. Ain't it funny how it hits me like a melody that gets stuck in your head? And all your favorite songs, music to my ears. I know right where to find you after all these years. As I listen for the stories that you told me, try to find the words that console me. Sing along, let the tears fall away. If I struggle to remember, just take another record, lay it on the turntable, drop a needle and let it play. Oh, let it play. As the radio dial goes around and around, all these memories that come flooding on in. From bad, bad love, still crazy after all these years. It's as if you were right here with me once again. Once again, as I listen from the stories that you told me, try to find the words that console me. Ring along, let the tears fall away. If I struggle to remember, just take another record, lay it on the turntable, drop a needle and let it play. Go on, let it play. All your favorite songs, music to my ears. I know right where to find you after all these years. As I listen for the stories that you told me, try to find the words that console me. Sing along, let the tears fall away. Should I struggle to remember, just take another record, lay it on the turntable, drop a needle and let it play. Go on, let it play. Oh, let it play. Oh, let it play. Ah, cheers to letting it play, y'all. They even sent me this really cool plaque that I've got on the wall. It's got Paul Simon's Still Crazy After All These Years record on it with a record player arm that comes over, and it's engraved. It says "Let It Play." Man, come on. Yeah, I love that one. Let's see here. Just UK before, look at you see. This was a song that I wrote, another one of my earlier custom songs, and this goes out to my buddy Josh Betts and his wife Stacy. This was the most badass baller move I have ever seen, and I was just so stoked to have been a part of it. But Josh commissioned this song as a wedding anniversary present for his wife, and we had a very brief Zoom consultation. Some of them, like I said, hour and change. This one was about 15-20 minutes, and it didn't go that long. But what he shared was totally sufficient. I just gave him the rundown of how they all came to be, and I just loved the simplicity of the story and the beauty. And side note, these guys were they had me come play a house concert for his birthday. She surprised him with a house concert for his birthday in Texas the weekend before the COVID shutdown. So one of the last gigs I ever played before the shutdown was at their place for his birthday. And so he returned the favor to her, a little surprise for the wedding anniversary with a custom song. And then they went to the Maldives, and I got after it. I wrote the song, and it was done with it way before he was expecting it. And I emailed him while he was over there. I was like, hey, man, I sent him the MP3. I'm like, this might come in handy later. But he's like, well, dude, we're having dinner at 7:30. What time is that where you are? And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to do the math. It turns out, like in the morning here was sunset time over there, and they had a private, intimate dinner on the beach, sunset style in the Maldives. And he brings his iPad, and I call him at the right time. He sets up the thing on the table, and I got to play this song for them at their Their anniversary dinner was just crazy, from halfway around the world. Like, what is even happening? But I just love this story. There's some specific stuff in here that is just really fun. So let me see, pull it up here and cue the verb. This one's called Just For You. You went on a mission to find your perfect person. Couple of clicks, a compromise or two, and it was me smiling right back at you. Who'd have thought it'd ever last so long? Gave myself permission to make a big decision. Packed up my bags, headed for the Lone Star State. Whatever this was, girl, it couldn't wait. The kind of love story that winds up in a song. Yeah, this one's just for you. One for all that we've been through. A song to get you in the mood. Whichever mood you want to get yourself into. I'm gonna sing it from the heart, the one I gave you from the start. Much like my heart, honey, this one's just for you. You put on that ring I bought you down there by the water, dancing around, party till the sun went down. It all ended much too soon, so I took you home on a wave runner by the light of the moon. Yeah, this one's just for you. One for all that we've been through. A song to get you in the mood. Whichever mood you want to get yourself into. I'm gonna sing it from the heart, the one I gave you from the start. Much like my heart, honey, this one's just for you. You and only you. Every last word so true. Out of all of the songs I could sing to say I love you, this one's just for you. One for all that we've been through. A song to get you in the mood. Whichever mood you wanna get us both into. I'm gonna sing it from the heart, the one I gave you from the start. Much like my heart, honey, this one's just for you. Much like my heart, honey, this one's just for you. What a precious little gem. Yeah. Totally cute story. It's kind of self-explanatory in there, but she got on like MySpace back in the day and was like going through all the, looking for specific things about someone, and like there he was. He met all of her metrics. That's where it started. I just love that story. I think it's fantastic. All right. Next up is this one is just so awesome because this is a song of redemption. Some of you know that one of my earlier custom songs from the first Kickstarter project was for a MoFam member, Kendra Bryson, and she was going through an unrequited love song scenario, and I wrote the song Nobody's Perfect. And it is one of my most, arguably successful songs, period, let alone custom songs, because it wound up on, XM Sirius Coffeehouse Radio. And so it was pretty wild that a custom song that someone else inspired would, get out there in the world like that. But long story short, fast forward a lot of years, she's no longer in that unrequited love situation and is now, in fact, engaged to be married. And man, it was awesome to have the conversation with her about it, and I'm just so happy and excited for her because she's wonderful and she deserves it, as everyone does. But this was just great. It was really great. And she just said something like, I asked a few questions, but then she said, he just brings the me out of me. And I was like, oh, I literally said, do you want to write this? I mean, what do you need me for? And I love it when that happens because, well, it just makes it so much easier, I guess, you know. But let's see. This is Capo 5, small little guitar nerd thing. Nobody's Perfect was in Capo 5 as well, if anyone's keeping track at home, I guess. But this is The Me Out of Me for Kendra. Check it out. Cue the verb. Say we roll down the windows and drive. You sing for me sweetly as I come alive in the front seat. You watched as my guard came on down. It wasn't too long before you finally found my heart beat, pounding a way that says everything's okay. Darling, that's just how I wanted to stay. 'Cause you make me feel like myself, as worthy of true love as anyone else. And for you I'll fall for all eternity. Yeah, you bring the me out of me. It's like taking a long look in the mirror. The same old reflection somehow seems clear when you're near. I can be silly, I can be free, I can be sure someone loves me for me. 'Cause you make me feel like myself, as worthy of true love as anyone else. And for you I'll fall for all eternity. Yeah, you bring the me out of me. My heart's pounding the way that says everything's okay. Darling, that's just how I wanted to stay. 'Cause you make me feel like myself, as worthy of true love as anyone else. For you I'll fall for all eternity. Yeah, you bring the me, you bring the me out of me. You bring the me out of me. Took so much joy in writing that song for Kendra. Yeah, my God, what a... Love it. Love it. Love it. I mean, that's the crazy part about this is that, I've been writing most of these custom songs for friends now, people, fans, and patrons and MoFam members that have been so close and near and dear to my life and my work and my songs and my music and them, like I've gotten to know so many of you guys, and so getting a chance to kind of be like the wind in your sail is just so freaking awesome. Including this one was that's some shotgun Tony Lucca sound right there. And And that is totally intentional because this one's from Meg Dietz, who lives up in Massachusetts and has been so rad over the years. Just such a devoted friend and fan and proponent and champion of the cause and a worker bee of like all sort of connectivity things. Whenever I drop the ball, she's usually there to kind of like either point it out or help me pick it back up and do what I need to do with it. Meg was turning 40 and decided to buy herself a custom song for her 40th birthday. And didn't quite know what she wanted it to be about, but again, all it takes is a nice long conversation on Zoom to kind of fish these things out. And I'm trying to follow the comments, but I just, you guys are doing too much. But yeah, she was feeling good about 40, which I think more and more you're seeing that these days. People just don't dread it like they used to do when we were kids, but she's feeling good about it. And I was like, how good, And I said, how cool would it be if like, you kind of bottle this up, this sentiment, and we'll bottle it up, we'll put it in a song, or like in the story of the song, like a letter, right? Treat the song as a letter to yourself that, is a reminder that this is how I feel today. This is how I felt at 40, and what a cool milestone, a cool way of looking back and reflecting, sort of thing. And so, because Meg's been tuning in for so long, and she was a big fan of the Shotgun era Tony Lucca. It's kind of when we encountered each other back in the day. I went for the old school sound, the old school Tony Lucca sound, to write her song. And again, this one's called "Who I Was Today." Cue the verb. I gotta find the lyric now. Hang on a second. There it is. Okay, cool. I can get out of that one now. All right. Sorry, guys. Appreciate you guys watching and staying tuned with all the YouTubery. I've been leaning into my freedom, loving this living alone, spreading out my wings in the mirror as they unfold. I got the kind of friends worth keeping, more love than I've ever known. Giving up playing games, yeah, that was getting old. But not me, as young as I wanna be. Gonna write myself a letter, mail it right back to me, and say, if I ever take for granted all the time that I put in to getting it right till I felt right at home in my own skin, should I ever mistake it? And if I forget to feel this way, I'm gonna read it out loud, ain't no doubt it'll remind me just who I was today. I ain't moving in any hurry, I'm happy in the here and now, laughing at the things I used to get worked up about. Letting go of the drama, the pain and the trauma, the anger and jealousy. It's hard to believe I ever let them all get the best of me. Now they're just a memory. If I ever take for granted all the time that I put in to getting it right till I felt right at home in my own skin, if I ever mistake it and I forget to feel this way, I'm gonna read it out loud, ain't no doubt it'll remind me just who I was today. Who I was today. No, it's just me, as happy as I wanna be. Gonna write myself a letter, mail it right back to me. If it ever escapes me and I forget to feel this way, I'm gonna read it out loud, ain't no doubt that it remind me, yeah. If I ever take for granted all the time that I put in to getting it right till I felt right at home in my own skin. If it ever escapes me and I forget to feel this way, gonna sing it out loud, ain't no doubt, let it remind me just who I was today. Just who I was today. Yeah, that would have been like a shotgun jam for sure. You know? Oh man, I love that song. It's so these songs just make me feel so good. Like I said, you guys, it's just a joy, and how could it not be? You know, I mean, to get this kind of glimpse into people's lives and to like have them share these things, you know. I mean, obviously the goal for me as a songwriter is to take that inspiration and just make a good song, not one that's like calling anyone out on anything terribly specific, because, you know, for every detail in a song, there's like some tears shed and some like, you know, heartfelt confessional story behind it. And you don't want to air out everything, obviously. You want to try and take it and shape it and make it something that can maybe appeal more universally to other people as well. And that one, man, I don't think I know anyone, in like any girl going into their 40s, any woman, man even, you know, like heading into their 40s that has that sentiment at heart. You're going to be just fine. Your 40s going to be just fine. So, yeah, that's a beautiful tune. Thank you so much, Meg, for sharing all that and letting me have fun with that. All right, here's another one that I'm really looking forward to here. Because, well, you know, since it's the All-Star game tonight, we're gonna play one that's got a little small baseball theme in it. Also because this is for Kristen and Doug, who met. They're both baseball fans, both Giants fans, and they met in a I think like a baseball chat room kind of thing, you know, like just they had mutual friends and that sort of thing, and baseball kind of brought them together, and I just think that's rad. So they would take like road trips to go see games and watch their team play. I think it's beautiful, and we had a really wonderful Zoom, just the three of us, and again they shared some things with me about it. They're getting married in October, and I'm going to be playing this song at thy wedding. Which is, again, very, very cool to get to write these songs and then like actually go play them for the occasion that they were intended for. So, l'chaim, cheers to you guys, and hope everybody's having fun tonight. Really do. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Give me the verb. This is called Family of Two. Ain't nobody I'd rather come home to. Ain't nobody in this world understand me the way you do after all this time. Nothing to withhold, no need to pretend. Kinda like riding shotgun now for days and days on, and that sounds just fine. It's hard to believe, and yet we both knew that we become this little family too. It's a walk off home or in the bottom of the night. It's a magical moment you wait for all your life. It's a fairy tale ending finally coming true. Well, you got me and I got you. We got a family too. They say that good things come to those who wait. Not a moment too soon, not a minute too late. This feels just right. Tried to go it alone, but then I found someone to lean on, someone to love, someone to wrap my arms around and hold on tight. With everything to gain and nothing to lose. It's not the family we come from, but the family we choose. It's a walk off home or in the bottom of the night. It's a magical moment you wait for all your life. It's a fairy tale ending finally coming true. You got me and I got you. We got a family too. Oh, 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 oh. To walk off home in the bottom of the night. It's a magical moment you wait for all your life. It's a fairy tale ending finally coming true. You got me and I got you. We got a family too. We got a family too. Yeah, I mean, I think the bulk majority of the custom songs have been wedding anniversary tunes, you know. But what's cool about it is, like, everybody's story is different, you know? Like, everybody's courtship, everybody's, you know, a lot of traditional things. It's an archetype. Getting married, having a wedding, you know, a lot of consistency. But when you get into the nooks and crannies of every relationship, they're all different. It's just like songs. And so it's really cool to just get to, you know, do one after another and be like, how's this one go? How does this love story go? I love it. And I love that one. And Kristen, Doug, I love you guys. Look forward to seeing you in the fall. Yeah. So let's see, how are we looking here? Oh well, yeah. This one is not. Oh man, yeah. This is a tough one. This one I wrote for my friend Allison, who wrote a book, and You and Me and Us is the name of the book, and it is it's a heartbreaker. It's a very. I'm trying to think of like what it, you know. It's kind of like I don't know, Lindsay Picault meets Nicholas Sparks, you know, meets Allison. It's just she's got her own narrative, her own style, and it's great. But you know. Not a spoiler alert, you know, one of the main characters gets a cancer diagnosis early on and it's terminal, and like the rest of the book is basically what they do with their time and how they spend their time together, and it's very pointed, and the dialogue is very rich with, like, how do folks cope with that? It's not easy, and it's not everyone's cut out for that kind of thing. But in the book, it's just amazing, and I would recommend the book if you're into those sort of like sad heartbreaker books. Kind of like, it's like Ghost, the movie Ghost, one of those sort of stories, I guess. But this is called Live Without You. Let's see if I can get through this one. There are some things you remember, some you can't forget. But the thought of your eyes when you smile hasn't escaped me yet. You said it's gonna be okay, had me believing it was true. Yeah, that's easy for you to say, 'cause you don't have to live without you. You always knew just what to say, but I never know where to start. You were helpful and you fixed things, and I tend to fall apart. You were always my better half, we both know it's true. Still I say you made out alright, 'cause you don't have to live without you. Without you, I do my best just keeping myself together. Without you, holding me close forever. The numbers on the clock say 11:11. So I wish the same wish I've been wishing since you turned up in heaven. That I could crawl back into bed once more and hold you. God, that's all I wanna do. See, honey, you're the lucky one, 'cause you don't have to live without you. No, you don't have to live without you. You don't have to live without you. May that song be a promotion for the book, You and Me and Us. It's a fantastic book, and I do want to apologize, for, like, I don't know, I can't apologize for just the nature of the song and the essence of what it is. Obviously, songs are made to heal, and so that's also part of it. There's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, celebration, and those types of things. But not every song is a wedding song, and so this one was an extra challenge. But it was also kind of a gift, because we did a Zoom call, but she also sent me the book, and I read the book, and I highlighted a bunch of stuff and made some notes, and that was a gift, like, wow, okay, that's a wealth of inspiration to pull from. It was like creating a soundtrack piece. I got Brian Facchino on the record, on the recording, and Brian, and Allison go way back, which was really cool. So she's got this record with one of her homies on the record, and but yeah, guys, we'll follow that up with this one here, because I've played this one, I think, a time or two so far, but I am very excited about this one because I think this got TFDI vibes all over it. If you ask me, that's if they ask me. But yeah, again, for those of you just joining us, I'm trying to keep my eyes on a lot of things here, but it looks like we've had some, you guys have been sending out the link. That's great. We got some people in here that maybe haven't been in here before or just joining us. But I am Tony Lucca. This is the Moverb Lounge Sessions. This specifically is the Custom Song Showcase. It's obviously free. That's how y'all got in. You didn't need a special link or nothing like that. No paywall. I will go ahead and just post the virtual tip jar like the old days back in the pandemic days. If you're into, feeling something and a touchy, like feels somewhere tonight. There's Venmo and PayPal info if you want to go ahead and throw some love that way. That's cool. But obviously not an obligation at all tonight. I'm happy to share this with you guys. It's nice for me to get back here in the studio and do the live stream thing. For those of you that know, the Moverb Lounge was like my life raft during COVID, and we were doing this like twice a week at one point, and then we kind of tapered it off. But it just became a brand. It became a community and a family that just deserves every ounce of love and nurturing that I can give it still. So that's why we're here. But no, that was a mistake. I used to have a line producer, and he's moved on to greener pastures, so he left with me, guys. I love Allison's in here. Love it, you guys. Nice. How cool. Glad you caught it, sweetie. This one is awesome because, and I mean, it's like, hey, my songs are awesome, but no, this story here is great. Joni, some of you guys know Joni Groundwater. She's been a patron from day one, and she's got a couple of little granddaughters that she's just over the moon about, and every moment that she gets to spend with them, she cherishes, and that's great. But she, has been through it as of late. It's kind of one thing after another, like so many of us, these days. Just there's a lot of challenges out there, folks, if you haven't noticed. And she only shared with me a bunch of those, but she started off the whole Zoom call by simply asking, how you doing? She's like, oh, well, it's a tough time, but hope is on the horizon. And I was like, well, shit. I wrote that down, like literally as if I was going to write an essay called Hope is on the Horizon. And so I took the rest of her conversation, and she's like, yeah, that's kind of what I want to impart to my granddaughters, is that hope is on the horizon. And I was like, done. Let's do that. So I really, really dig this one. And I want to get good at playing it, and it's kind of why I'm doing this whole custom song thing tonight, because some of these songs are like bangers. I want to crack them out at shows and play them. But this one is it's called Hope is on the Horizon, and it goes out to Joni. This is here we go. Cue the verb. Don't look now, but hope is on the horizon. A little faith, a little trust, a little luck. It's hardly surprising when you believe it down deep in your heart, even when you don't know where to start. Just know that hope is on the horizon. Ain't no telling where we're heading now. Lord knows where this road leads. I'll always be right here for you, honey, no matter what it is that you might need. I see my share of twists and turns, ups and downs and lessons learned, and I know one thing's for certain, yes indeed, is there ain't no doubt hope is on the horizon. A little faith, a little trust, a little luck, it's hardly surprising when that storm catches you off guard, like a paper doll caught out in the rain. Yeah, I'll be the warm rays of the sun to dry you off, get you skipping and laughing once again. As you wander this way and that, I'll be your North Star, there to remind you wherever you are. Ain't no doubt, hope is on the horizon. Ain't no doubt, hope is on the horizon. A little faith, a little trust, a little love, it's hardly surprising. When you believe it down deep in your heart, even when you don't know where to start, just know that hope is on the horizon. Talking about hope is on the horizon. Yes, it is. Of course that would come from Joni. You know, it's like Joni can see, you know, like she has seen the future and she can tell us that it is on the horizon. I love it so much. Thank you guys for just being here. If you know, obviously, you know, this plays itself out as a bit of a, you know, a long infomercial for custom songs, and that's not my intention. But if you're at all interested in getting a custom song for yourself, email me, tony@tonylucca.com, and let's talk about it. We'll get an appointment for a Zoom consultation, and we'll make it happen. Mm-hmm. All right, I've got just a couple more here. One more wedding song for the night. This was from my boy Andrew, who we had a really great conversation about you know, how he and his fiance, they're on their second marriage, right? And so they've both been married before. They were in no hurry to kind of get married again, but they realized that's where the magic is, and so they want to get married again. And it's wonderful. The second go around, like, they just realize how this is how you do it. This is when you get married. This is someone that you get married to, and they're really enjoying it, and they just you know, amused by how vastly different it is for both of them from their first go at this. And you know, they've had the conversation like, man, if only we had met, you know, back then, we could have saved ourselves all the hassle of the take one and just, you know, had this. And, you know, it's easy to say that, obviously. But he's like, you know, I don't know, because if she saw me in my, like, you know, 90s Anthrax t-shirt and, you know, maybe, nothing against Anthrax, but like, you know, maybe she wouldn't have been as into me back then. Obviously, we've done some growing, and the metaphor ensues, you know, that like, yeah, you gotta, it takes the time it takes, sort of thing, to become the people we're meant to be. You're right where you're supposed to be, kind of thing. And but I just love the sentiment. And that was me. No, this is in this key. Okay, cool. This is a piano jam technically, but I'm just gonna keep it on the guitar tonight. It started off on guitar, but I recorded it on piano, and I'm just gonna play it on guitar tonight. But this is a sweet tune called The Me That Was Me. Not to be mistaken for The Me Out of Me, but they're kind of similar sentiment. And in fact, I had shown him this song. I had shown him The Me Out of Me, and he liked that title. And I didn't like chase after it, but we were floating around the same thing. But it was, just a lot of play on words kind of stuff that sounds a little similar, but it's not. The songs don't sound similar. This is called The Me That Was Me. Check it out. Had a lot of lessons to learn, quite a few mistakes to make, a bridge or two left to burn, to see what it was gonna take, to be the one that was ready, with the hand that was steady enough to hold you close and tight forever. Yeah, I was far too blind to see that you could be mine, but lo and behold, now we're standing here together. It's easy to say if only we'd met sooner. We could have had true love all along somehow. But I took a look at the past, did some simple math. Before too long I found the me that was me just wouldn't be the me that belongs to you now. Had a little more life to live, a couple more things left to figure out, like how to heal, how to forgive, when to lend the benefit of the doubt, how to be strong, admit when I'm wrong, and how to hold on to the things you can't do without. It's easy to say if only we'd met sooner. Could have had true love all along somehow. But I took a look at the past, did some simple math. Before too long I found the me that was me just wouldn't be the me that belongs to you now. Be the one who was ready, the hand that was steady enough to hold you close and tight forever. It's easy to say if only we'd met sooner. We could have had true love all along somehow. I took a look at the past, did some simple math. Before too long I found the me that was me just wouldn't be the me that belongs to you now. I belong to you now. I belong to you now. I love that. I love that idea. Like, did some simple math, and the me that was me just wouldn't be the me that belongs to you now. All right. I kind of wish I could take like a timeout, intermission, and get my shit together for this next one, but probably not the way things go. So, yeah. There've been a few times when I've written a song, a handful of times over the course of my career that I've written songs, and while I'm writing them, I'm just so moved by the blessing of it all. Like, you mean to tell me I get to like channel whatever is coming to me right now and make a song about this that's gonna just like be out there forever in the world? Sometimes it's very emotional. It's because you just like, you cough it up, like you just relinquish all control of it, because it clearly, as awesome as you might be and as talented or practiced and seasoned at your craft as you are, sometimes it's just like, man, you don't always, you're not in control always, it's a really magical thing. And I've actually like been brought to tears while writing songs. So when like you hear, I cried when I wrote this song, sue me if I play too long. Like, I feel that, that line from Steely Dan. But there's also only been a couple times where I have like been brought to tears while singing, like recording a song, and this was one of them. And that's some weird shit, you guys. So I'm gonna try to get this one, because it's important that I do. But I wrote this for a dear friend who suffered the loss of a miscarriage, and was certain that she was having a girl, so much so that she named her daughter to be, and she named her daughter Riley. And so in the course of her healing and getting through it, she has just hung on to the idea of the angel of Riley in her life, and having moments and living moments through and with Riley, and having conversations, that like we do with our angel and spirit guides and things. Again, just super touched that she shared all this with me and was comfortable with eventually me sharing it with the world in a song that would be out there, and that I would play and tap into the story of, without obviously. It doesn't take much to understand the breadth and the scope of that kind of loss. But I couldn't be more grateful to be a part of what is a lifelong healing process. And this song, it got me. But I need to get better at being able to play it without it getting me. And it's it's one of the more intricate songs I've written, so I've been trying to like do my best at it. I probably should have played it early on, but I just. But this is for you, Michelle, and this one's called Riley. Tell me now, little Riley, am I even on the right path? Is this the one that's bound to make me cry? Or the one where you just can't help but laugh? Tell me now, little Riley, which is the right way to go? Does everything gotta happen all at once? Can you help me take things nice and slow? I just wanna make you smile, and I hope and pray you'll see. I just wanna be the best me I can be for you, for me, little Riley. Tell me now, Little Riley, tell me it all works out just fine, that you're gonna be right here beside me through my brightest day and my darkest night. I just wanna make you smile, and I hope and pray you'll see. I just wanna be the best me I can be for you, for me. Someday I might see you, someone like you might see yourself in me. I just wanna make you proud. I hope and pray you'll see. I just wanna be the best me I can be for you, for me. Little Riley, my sweet angel, little Riley. That's a little weird. I don't know if you. It's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys heard the verb on that one or not, but I clicked the verb on and I didn't hear any verb, so I'm going to take that as a sign. Unless I see some comments here where you guys are like, yeah, no, there was plenty of verb. I'm just going to assume that Riley's not into the verb. Does the verb work? The verb works. But the verb was not. Oh, that's what happened. How did that happen? Come on. How did that happen? The no verb. Note to self, Riley, not into the verb. That's cool. All right, you guys. I'm going to leave you with this last one. My God. That was freaky and awesome and beautiful. Yeah. We weren't listening for the verb. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for that. Again, I need to tighten that up. I'm going to play it Thursday night at Rockwood, and I'm going to brush up on it a little more by then. And so. But this one is just a fun one, man. You know what this one is. This is it's for you, Stephanie. For those that don't prefer to have their name shortened unsolicited, it's for you, Stephanie. This was one of the early songs that I wrote during the newer batch of custom songs. Stephanie and I got on a call, and she was like, you know what, I want a song for me. And she told me all about herself, a little more than I had known at the time, and I thought I knew quite a bit because she was a guitar student of mine during the pandemic. So we spent a lot of time on Zoom and FaceTime, going over the guitar stuff, me showing her some things here and there. But the Zoom call was very informative and cool, and she's a country fan, a big country girl, and so I got after a little country song for her called This Girl. Here you go. See? There's the verb. Riley was like, let's turn that verb down. but I don't need saving. I might raise a bit of hell. I ain't misbehaving, and I'm quick to lend a hand. Same hand you can talk to. Something about something I said ain't getting through to you. 'Cause I'm a pretty girl and a pretty good shot, sitting pretty in this truck I bought, pretty happy with some Hank and a little Merle. Some girls get the guy that gives them everything they need, but the only thing this girl needs is this girl. Well, I pack a bit of heat so I don't lose my cool. I'll make friends with anybody, but I ain't nobody's fool. 'Cause I'm a pretty girl and a pretty good shot, pretty in this truck I bought, pretty happy with some Hank and a little Merle. Some girls get the guy that gives them everything they need, but the only thing this girl needs is this girl. Said I'm ready to take my chances. Oh, I'm ready to bet on me. Gonna find an old mirror, look myself dead in the eye till I see that I'm a pretty girl with a pretty good shot, sitting pretty in this truck I bought, pretty happy with some bourbon and a little Merle. Yeah. Some girls get the guy that gives them everything they need, but the only thing this girl needs is this girl. Oh, man. That's what it is. I love that one, and you know, it's fun to sing a song from a female perspective, literally saying this girl whilst being this guy. Per Stephanie's request, that's what I did. I did record a song. I did record the song with. I got Megan Farrell to sing on the recording for Stephanie, so she would have a version with a female vocalist on it, and Megan slayed it. But yeah, the goal is to put that in the hands of another country artist to you know, sort of really keep the lights on here, keep the neon cooking. But that's it, you guys. I have plenty more custom songs to play, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of button things up right there now. But if you are, if like I said, if you're into custom song and you think you want to dive in and have this exchange and this connection, my God, that's really what it kind of is and becomes for sure. Is like this thing that we get to share forever now. And for those of you that were on the show tonight watching, that I played your song again, thank you so much for the gift of the songs. It really just is a joy. It's one of the joys of my life is getting to write these songs and share these exchanges with you guys. So thank you. But yeah, if you're into it and you want to find out more about it, email me. I can even shoot you a link of recordings of all these songs so that you can hear kind of how they turn out when it's all said and done. And what you get for the investment. So that's it. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning into the Mover Lounge. We do this once a month now. Things have kind of chilled. They're back out playing real shows. Everyone's not really into the live stream thing so much, but I try to do the first Tuesday or the second Tuesday of every month is kind of when we've been landing these. So hopefully we can hold to that. Otherwise, if you're out there, you're a country fan, you like Brett Young or Sam Hunt, you'll see me out there these weekends on the out on the Outskirts tour. Come say hi. And in the meantime, thank you guys. We'll catch you soon. To join the Mo Fam and support the Moverb Lounge, you know what to do. Go to patreon.com/Tony Lucca and, come be a part of things. We love you. Mean it. And we'll see you soon. Take care.